You know, I had my hair cut like that when I was 17 years old.
With that same arrow?
No. I had GC in the back.
Oh, I see.
You have cufflinks.
That's right.
Oh, yeah, it looked good, yeah.
We've got more boxing action coming your way. And Ike Padilla, former Golden Gloves champion, who thus far as a pro is undefeated, is in the ring. Fine young prospect from Yonkers, well known to local fight fans. And Sal Caranti, his trainer and manager in his corner, told me that he's got several good prospects for the Golden Gloves this year. And we'll be seeing the Golden Gloves here on Madison Square Garden Network in April. We're set for the introductions to our next bout. So is Ed Darian.
Ladies and gentlemen, this next bout is scheduled for 6 rounds, and it's in the heavyweight division. In the ring at this time, the man in charge is referee Wayne Kelly. And now, my good friends, introducing the principals. First, in the blue corner, wearing the red, white, and blue colored trunks, he weighed in at an even 196 pounds. This young man is undefeated in 3 professional bouts with 3 straight knockouts. From Yonkers, New York, ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome Ike Padilla. And his opponent in the red corner, wearing the red trunks with the white and blue trim. He weighed in at an even 197 pounds. This gentleman has 3 wins, 2 losses, 1 draw, with 2 knockouts. A native of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, and now residing here in the Big Apple of New York City, ladies and gentlemen, here is Leland Sugarman Hardy.
Scheduled for 6. Ike Padilla stepping up from scheduled 4-round bouts to 6-round bouts, and this is 4th professional fight. Tommy Gallagher in his corner. Always good to see Tommy Gallagher. Did such a fine job handling Donnie Lalonde and taking him into the title bout against Sugar Ray Leonard. Donnie Lalonde scheduled to fight Dennis Andres for the WBC Light Heavyweight Championship. Chance for Donnie Lalonde to regain the title, which he lost that night to Sugar Ray Leonard back in November. Leland Hardy and Ike Padilla.
And you know, Sam, Padilla landed 1 left jab and he shook Hardy with the jab. First punch of the fight. Nice combination by Hardy. He let those punches go like he meant business.
Padilla's always had a tendency to get hit too much. The defense has never been there, but he's always been a strong puncher, pretty good boxer. He looks solid, Gil, but he's hit that in-between weight, 196. He's not heavy enough to be a threat in the heavyweight division as yet. I would think he'd have to get up around 210 to do that, or he's got to come down a little to fight cruiserweight. Well,
Sam, I think that anybody over 200 pounds is a threat in the heavyweight division. You don't have to be no 230 or 240. We've had some great heavyweight champions in the 200-pound range and some great challenges in that range. For example, you're never going to find a tougher guy than a Jerry Quarry. He weighed like 197, 198.
But I think the sport has changed somewhat, Gil, and I think you're looking at kind of an ideal weight is around 215, 220 that we've seen. We saw Muhammad Ali in his later years fight at, and Larry Holmes fight at, and Mike Tyson has been fighting at that weight.
Well, Sam, there has been a string of guys at that weight that have been very, very effective. But
good left hook by Padilla that rocked Hardy. Good body shots by Padilla.
But there have been other periods in boxing where for a while the Marcianos and the Dempseys, they weren't too big. Then all of a sudden the big guys come along.
And Patterson wasn't big at all as a heavyweight.
Right, but believe me, when you weigh 200 pounds, you nail a guy. You nail him right, he's going to go. Never going to get a more devastating puncher than Joe Louis, and he was right at the 200-pound level. And believe me, if he hit any of those guys around today, they'd go.
Hardy has weathered the storm after the good flurry by Padilla. round one.
Hi, I'm Bobby Mercer, and I'm going to...
In the striped trunks, Ike Padilla landing that right hand, which rocked Hardy in the first round. Good straight right. Two of them by Padilla, sending Hardy down. He's up quickly. Count is 4. Wayne Kelly, the referee, counts the mandatory 8. Hardy set to continue.
Little delayed action, Sam. He got hit with the second right hand. He didn't go right away.
Padilla looking to finish. Padilla threw some good straight right hands to send Hardy down. Now looking for the opening, just banging away. Hardy trying to hold on, but can't do it.
Well, he ought to give himself a little room now, Padilla. Feint one time and then get this guy out of there. Mixed him up pretty good. That's right hand underneath, right back up on the chin. There's that left hook to the body, too.
Pretty moves by Padilla. A good uppercut by Hardy, and again, he rocked Padilla with 2 uppercuts. And Padilla comes in with a couple of left hands, and Hardy lands the right. Padilla can't get careless. He has been hit hard. Good comeback in the round by Leland Hardy.
Hardy reminds me of one of these guys, Sam, these tight guys that can't take too good a punch, but can really punch themselves. That's why a fight like this can be an exciting fight. Can change at any time. Look at Padilla teeing off.
He's trying to find an opening. Hardy's done a good job of slipping some of those punches and taking some on the gloves. Combination by Padilla. Hardy in trouble once again. That uppercut got in.
One thing Hardy doesn't like is courage, I'll tell you that.
Oh, and he comes back with a good uppercut. And a left hand landed. And Padilla's a little shaky. And a good right hand.
Right hand.
Padilla's hurt. Padilla shakes his head no, but he was shaken up.
That's one of the oldest tricks in the business. I'm not hurt. Next thing, be on the deck.
Look at Hardy landing. Padilla wide open, is in trouble here. And he goes down. What a comeback by Leland Hardy. The count is 5. Padilla says he's okay.
He's going to make the round, Sam. And he's pushing the referee out of the way. He wants to fight.
Padilla's wide open. He's rocked by a left hook. And the end of the round. And that saved Padilla. The bell saved Padilla. He is almost out on his feet.
And Sam, you know, there's no question about he pushed the referee out of the way to get back at Hardy. Instead of letting his head clear, the bell was going to ring.
Ike Padilla was 1 or 2 punches away from winning this fight. He had Hardy down, hurt. He went to finish him, and Hardy came back.
And he was 1 or 2 punches away from losing the fight, Sam. What a fight.
Now, this was the first knockdown there, the 2 straight rights. Hardy goes down. And what a turnaround. How do you score that round?
Well, I would have to give the round to Hardy for the stronger finish. Look at those punches he's winging in there, Sam.
Padilla getting so careless, and this is where his inexperience showed. He was wide open.
Too much macho.
And Padilla's mouth is still wide open. Round 3.
Sam, he still hasn't recovered. You can see that.
Padilla's about to go. Wayne Kelly looking closely. Padilla getting tagged with almost every punch that Hardy throws. On the right hand sets Hardy down. Unbelievable. Hardy is wobbling around. The count is 6.
Sam, did he nail him coming in? Goes to show you, these kids, they forget about defense. And boy, is he out.
Both fighters on wobbling legs.
Right now, Hardy, and Wayne Kelly's got to get in there and break them up. Hardy can hardly stand. If Wayne Kelly pushed him too hard, he'd score a knockdown.
Hardy can barely keep his arms up to try and block those punches. Padilla gets a right hand through. And another one. As he measures Hardy.
Well, we mentioned mentioned before, Sam, he just has to give himself a little room now.
Now the question is, can Hardy get any punches in?
And he just snapped the left hook off himself. Talk about a kid with guts. He's got it, but no legs, Sam. Doesn't have a leg under him.
I don't know that Padilla does either. The jab scores for Hardy. Just missed, and then almost knocked Padilla down. He does! He goes down from an uppercut, and it's over. Wayne Kelly stops the fight.
Well, there's one for the book, Sam. That was a great heavyweight fight. No question about it.
Unbelievable turn of events, back and forth, taking turns. Ike Padilla wants to get up. He doesn't want anybody looking at him. He just wants to get up.
And you know, Sam, you could just see a guy like this Hardy, one of those tightly knit guys. Those kind of guys that usually can't take too good a whack, as we said earlier, but they can usually punch like a son of a gun. And he can punch.
Wow. Ike Padilla being consoled. What a fight. 3 rounds of banging nonstop. Each fighter going down twice. And finally, this bout is stopped. I wouldn't mind seeing a rematch of this one.
Boy, you're a brave guy, Sam. You go tell each guy now that we're going to have a rematch, didn't you?
How about that? Leland Hardy, with his 3rd knockout in 4 wins. He's now 4-2-1. And the crowd on its feet. They were on their feet for the last 2 rounds.
I'd like to see that last punch, the knockout punch, Sam. Let's take a good look at it right now. Hardy was in trouble, no legs. And Padilla was just coming in, forgetting all about defense. You can see he didn't have to. Oh,
what
there
an
it is.
uppercut.
What
Oh,
an uppercut.
man.
Right on the button.
So Ike Padilla is stopped. And Leland Hardy, a winner in a back-and-forth bout with huge punches. And every time you thought one man had it, he came back.
Well, because each time the other guy if he had the other guy hurt, he forgot all about defense. They both made exactly the same mistake. And when they'd forget about defense, they'd get nailed themselves. Forgot everything they learned in the gym.
Let's get the official announcement from Ed Darian.
Ladies and gentlemen, the time of this bout, 1 minute and 22 seconds of the 3rd round, and a winner by a knockout, Leland Sugarman Hardy. Hardy. And how about a nice round of applause for Ike Padilla? Let's hear it for him. Nice round, please.
They're still on their feet here at the Felt Forum in a classic bout in which these 2 heavyweights went punch for punch, took turns knocking the other down, and the last man to go was Ike Padilla. His first loss as a pro.
It was such a good fight.
Leland Hardy stops him with the big uppercut. And lights out for Ike Padilla. We'll be back in just a moment.
Well, Leland, that was one of the most exciting heavyweight fights I've seen in a long, long time. You weren't playing possum when you got knocked down, were you?
No, not then. It was the most credible opponent in Padilla. He's been around in the amateurs. He's been in the glove finals. 3-0, 3 KOs. This is the kind of credible opposition I need to face and be victorious over to gain the kind of credibility I seek. First of all, pardon me, let me say hello to all of my Asian Chinese, particularly brothers and sisters out here. 谢谢所有我的中国兄弟看到这个拳击比赛，我是将来的世界拳王了。
And you're right. I agree with you 100%. Now, I just want to, you know, both of you guys made the same mistake in this fight, and it's a question of experience. When you'd get Padilla hurt, you'd forget all about defense, and you forgot he could punch back.
That's right.
And when he got you hurt, he'd forget all about defense, and you'd be able to nail him, and that's the way the fight went back and forth until you nailed him with that beautiful right-hand uppercut. Did you learn anything in the fight?
Well, first of all, I learned a great deal. Be coming against anyone, you need to be on your P's and Q's. I have, fortunately, Bob Jackson, a veteran of probably 30 years in the boxing game. He's coached me very well and been with me through and through. He worked with me on the uppercut, knowing that Padilla would come in a little low. As for getting caught with the right hand over the top, I need to work on that. There's no question about that. But again, creditable opposition. I've been abstaining from the nightlife and all those kinds of things that are diversions. I've been getting up on Saturday and Sunday, going to the cloisters up on 180th Street, running the hills, and all those kind of things. And it paid off here tonight, thanks to Bob and myself.
It sure did pay off tonight. And just one last question. Where did you learn to speak Chinese so fluently?
Well, actually, I studied very diligently in college and worked with some individuals at Indiana University of Pennsylvania. Went on to the Wharton Graduate Business School, where I was in the Lauder Institute program and studied in Beijing at the Foreign Language Institute and worked in Taiwan. And I have a great many Chinese persons here tonight. We're going to be bringing over a delegation of Chinese athletes. They're getting ready for the Asian Games in 1990. Gleason's Boxing Arena and Gleason's Boxing Gym are going to be sponsoring those kids. So I'll be working with them. Let me say a special hello to the I Have a Dream Foundation, with whom I work closely, working with the young kids up in Harlem.
When you see what happens in boxing, you always find interesting individuals, and the way he performed tonight was just great, and we hope to see you back here at the Felt Forum real soon.
I was going to tell you I taught him Chinese, but I can't now.
Well, you know, my father could speak Chinese because his store was right next to a Chinese laundry. I'm not joking.
Is that right?
Anyhow, on that note, we have to return to Sam Rosen.
Hello, Mr. Potemkin and Bobby Goodman. Thank you.
This is a world history course here with a little language included. Leland Hardy with a knockout victory over previously undefeated Ike Padilla. We'll be back with more in just a moment.